title. That was the Spain Masters. But when you consider that they started the year ranked 48 in the world, they're ranking too low to play in the Super 1000 events and 750 events at the start of the year. And here they are in the semi-final of the World Tour finals. It really has been a remarkable year for them and a remarkable journey to stardom. Well, this will be just a second meeting between these two pairs. Last meeting and only meeting was in the first round of the Malaysian Masters 500 event. That match only lasted 30 minutes, 21-11, 21-13.
We serve. Which side?
So the Danes have chosen to serve, having won the toss of the coin. Interesting that it's the second men's doubles semi-final that Kang Sung-young is going to umpire. She was umpiring the first of the semi-finals as well.
Yeah, we also have Iris Metspalu doing two.
Yeah, but not the same discipline.
No.
Kim Astrup, the left-hander, is 32 years of age, from Herning, and he's just under 6'1". One place down from their career high of 2, where they spent 19 weeks across 2 different spells. Finished the year ranked 1 on the race to these World Tour finals. Anders Skarup Rasmussen is 35 years of age, and they've won 3 titles this year, the European Championships for a second time, but their World Tour titles, the Malaysian Masters and the Canadian Open, both 500 events. But they've been playing well. They beat Go Si-fei and Noor Izzeddin, the pair that awaits the winners of this, in the first group match on Wednesday. Then on Thursday beat the Olympic champions, coming from 14-18 down in the deciding game to win it, and then lost yesterday when they knew they'd already qualified. This is Sabah Karyaman Gutama, who's 28 years of age, from Sumedang in Western Java. His partner, Isfahani, is the younger of the two, from Blitar, and they're enjoying their 3rd consecutive week at their career high of 11. I can't help but wonder, I haven't worked it out yet, but I think they might just go even higher after this week here in Hangzhou. Well, they lost to their teammates, Alfian and Ardianto, in the first round, then beat He Jiting and Ren Xian Yu, so that result didn't count towards the calculation in the end because they withdrew. And then yesterday beat the 2-time Olympic bronze medalists Aaron Cha and So Wee Eek. Had to win in 2 straight games to qualify for this semi-final, and that's exactly what they did yesterday. So as I was mentioning, our umpire, Kang Sung-young from Korea and Mei Lang Yen from Vietnam, the service judge. So the Danes in the all-black kits, the left and right-handed combination. Well, I suspect it might be a very different match here today, Steen, than the only previous time these two pairs met in the first round of the Malaysian Masters, which only lasted 30 minutes. I think the Indonesians are a totally different prospect nowadays.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I actually have them as
Favourites?
favorites, small favorites, but still favorites in this match here. If they can play at the pace that they showed against Chan So, then that could be a challenge. One of the key points is whether the Danes can get out of the service situation and match the Indonesians in terms of speed of movement.
Well, there's a demonstration of the speed of movement from Gutama, getting back to that flick serve extremely quickly. That one goes long as a back line. We've seen men's doubles pairs rise up the rankings quickly, Steen, but it's usually men's doubles pairs that are formed of two players who've already been highly ranked. For instance, when Wang Qilin and Li Yang first got together, now two-time Olympic champions, of course, but they were highly ranked in their previous partnerships. I can't recall a pair that's been on the circuit for some time making such an improvement over a 12-month period.
No, it's really impressive. It's as if they've sort of like had the building blocks, and then all of a sudden it all comes together.
Yeah.
But a very good start for the Danes.
That's clever. Well, we know the Danes are in good form. They've been in 2 finals in their last 3 tournaments. In fact, it was 2 finals in 2 weeks at the Arctic Open and the Denmark Open a week later. Played the China Masters since then, where they lost in the quarter-final.
Yeah, but they've been a little bit lucky in this tournament, the way I've seen it. First match against Go Sifei and No Isfahani, actually a very even match, and then Go Sifei got cramps, and the Danes capitalized on that. And against the Olympic champions, they were down 19-16 in the decider, and they were not playing really well throughout the whole match. They acknowledged that themselves. But managed to get a win and thereby won the group. Lost yesterday in a meaningless match against Yang Po-swan and Li Jiehui. So I don't know exactly how good shape they are in.
A little lucky with that block, Kim Astrup. Yes, when they'd already qualified that match against the pair from Chinese Taipei, Li Jiehui and Yang Po-swan, just 26 minutes, Danes lost in. In some ways, the group play is fascinating, isn't it? But in other ways, if pairs or players have already qualified, it can be last matches within the group can be a little disappointing.
Yeah, we've had some of those examples amongst fantastic and exciting matches. Got to be careful, Isfahani and Gutama, not to sort of get ahead of themselves. Probably a little bit nervous. This is the biggest tournament where they've been this long, as far as I can court.
Well, he's back on court, having changed his racket, Gutama. In the end, to no avail. 4 straight points to the Danes. Another one goes long. Well, there's either very little in the ends with the drift, or the drift has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good smash.
Yeah.
Aiming towards the left hip of the left-hander. No, that's good. Good flick. The back level.
Yeah, that's surprising, I think, to the Danes, because normally people don't flick Anders Rasmussen that much. They don't mind him playing the front court.
Hence, they usually serve low so that he's at the net. That's going wide, and it is the Indonesians who have the advantage at the mid-game interval. 5 of the last 6 points. So 5 of the last 6 points make that 6 of the last 7 points for the Indonesians. Well, I don't think we heard any of Thomas Stangård's coaching, did we?
No, the DJ prevented that.
It's another very good flick serve. This time to Astrup.
And now the umpire needs to tell the Danes that they cannot stop the match every time they're flicked. They want to influence the service judge. Thomas Stangård urging them to be ready. was a lovely idea from Gutama, because he's often fired smashes there. Lacked a bit of in the execution. It's gone way long.
Oh, that's unbelievable. What a shot from Isfahani. Look at the disguise. Look where Kim Astrup was, though.
He was all the way back there.
Way too deep in his defensive stance. But well spotted by Isfahani. Looks to his coach, Kim Astrup, to find out whether he should have played that or not.
And the Danes have big problems gaining control of the rallies. As long as it's fast-paced, flat game, the Indonesians have big advantage.
He did well to get his racket out of the way there. I thought he was committed to that at one stage.
Thomas Damgaard was not satisfied with that choice from Rasmussen. I think one of the keys for the Danes is to play it below the tape, especially to Isfahani. Too much pace.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Between the legs defence, saving the Indonesians. And at the moment, there it was.
Wow.
At the moment, I think the Danes are looking a little bit bewildered as to what they should be doing.
Yeah, I think they're nervous.
Well, they are the #1 seeds. The pressure's all on them. Expected to win. I think you're probably one of the few people that has the Indonesians as favourites. Amazing defence there from Isfahani on the forehand. Oh, got in each other's way. They needed a change of pace there, the Indonesians. Everything was hit hard.
way to do it for the Danes. Patient attack.
The Danes were allowed off earlier.
That could just as well have gone over.
Yeah.
That miss hit from Gutama. That's one of the tricky situations, 50-50 situation.
Now I suspect it's the Indonesians who are feeling a little nervous.
I think so too.
And the Danes are back level.
A little bit hesitant.
Yeah. Having had a 4-point advantage, the Indonesians nervous now that they've let that advantage completely disappear. Five straight points for the Danes.
Oy. Good touch by Kim Astrup.
Fabulous rally. Longest rally so far at 60 shots.
Yeah. And I like the umpire's call there that the players should stay on court. There's no break just because you play a long rally. That's not in the rules.
Oh, that's a great third shot from Isfahani. And at game point opportunity, now the players are allowed to towel down. Game point opportunity to Gutama and Isfahani. Great flick serve.
Look at that reaction from Gutama.
Yeah, disappointment. 20 all and extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin.
Oh, that's a beauty from Rasmussen.
At long last, there was a change of pace from one of the pairs.
Yeah.
Steep fast drop.
And he tends to stand a little bit further back, Gutama, than Isfahani.
So, having saved a game point, now the Danes a game point opportunity themselves.
Fantastic setup from Gutama.
We were talking about that in the first men's doubles with the Indonesians. How they work so well for the front court player. Trait of Indonesian men's doubles. 21 all.
Red court.
Oh, it's just wide.
Yeah.
And they're challenging. First challenge, I believe, of this opening game. Clearly wide. So it's the second game point opportunity for the Danes. Brilliant.
I thought he was over.
Again, a nice idea, wrong execution. The attempted drop shot from Isfahani goes into the net, and it means that the Danes take the opening game, having saved a game point opportunity at 19-20. But they close out the opening game, a thrilling opening game, 23-21 in 23 minutes.
De kommer alle dem, der vi har snakket om. Ja, og du kan komme op også på dem. Du er fint, du er så højt på, du skubber med kvalitet tilbage. Bare ryk på den, hold den af. Hold den spiller lige. Og så kommer der nogle udfordringer ind foran. Altså, det er det eneste. Og så var klar i den servesituation, hvor de ligger og spiller. Så da vi begynder at gribe noget, så er de på røv. Jeg er jo så stolter på det hele. Ja. Det er hele tiden en omkring, når vi skal fokusere. Så kan vi lægge den af, eller lægge nok pres på, vi nok skal få den op. Og så bringe vi fremad her, ikke? Så kan vi. Ja, kommer fandme meget, vi kan nå. Hurtigt på bolden. De er røvstressede. Hurtigt på bolden. Ada batasinya, ya supaya bukan separuh batasinya. Kan emang bawa kecil, tapi ada batasinya disilang, ya, oke, jadi saya.
Well, what a thrilling opening game. Danes coming through, having saved a game point, winning the opening game 23-21. Ominous start to the second game. So what was Thomas Stangor saying to the Danes in that 2-minute timeout?
I couldn't hear all of it, but it was about being ready, about playing it in front of the Indonesians, finding the gaps on the front court and then move forward.
Perfect return.
And now on this near side here, the Indonesians, they get a little bit more bite in the attack. So if the Danes are not super ready, they will be more successful in their attack, the Indonesians.
Well, 2 service errors by the Danes at the start of this second game. 1 service error each.
And the service return that was flagged 2 seconds before he played it, and that's Rasmussen. Good play. I like the variation from the Indonesians with the drop shot there. Of course, the outcome of the rally not as they wanted, but important to get some variation into the game.
Oh my goodness, they've missed. Rasmussen was down on the floor, and he's not the quickest of players to get up again, is he? That's a big missed opportunity by the Indonesians.
I think the only one I've seen slower to get up was Lee Chung-wei, and that was on purpose because he didn't bother to get up unless the opponent reached his first return.
Yeah, that's true. He was amazing with his dives, how quickly he could get up.
See, that's where the shuttle arrives a little bit faster, split second faster, so you don't have time on the far side of the court to the big swings. That's a great smash, or slice drop shot from Kim Astrup. Change the pace, always variation, always keep the opponent guessing so they don't get into these multi-feeding exercises in terms of defensive recovery.
Well, Indonesian men's doubles pairs have a very good record at the end of season championships. Indonesian men's doubles pairs have in fact contested 6 of the last 11 men's doubles finals.
Yeah, that's good.
And I was researching earlier today, Steen, because there was obviously a possibility of an all-Indonesian men's doubles final. Not possible now. But, you know, there's never been a same-nation final in the men's doubles discipline.
Oh, that's a beauty.
That is fantastic.
Well, the positive thing for Rasmussen is he never be called for head start there.
Oh,
smash.
Between the legs again from Gutama.
Nice crisp action there from Rasmussen.
Three straight points to go into the lead, the Danes. Wow, he seemed to be well outside the back of the court when he played that smash.
Yeah.
Isfahani, and again.
There again. Good stick smash. Good shot.
Yeah. Cross court and across the body.
And just before he hits it, he shouts out to Kim Astrup, meaning that Kim should move out and cover his forehand side. That Rasmussen is coming forward, if possible. Again, the reduce pace attack is working. Obviously, it's not an outright winner, but it's creating problems for Gutama and Isfahani. They've got to take the initiative in the service situation, the Indonesians.
Nice change of pace. That's lovely. Oh, that's a good flick serve.
And the first time in the second game that they've flicked the Danes, as far as I can recall.
So it is the Danes who have the advantage, the 1-point advantage, here at the mid-game interval of the second game. Danes having already won a thrilling opening game, 23-21.
Arbejde.
So 11-10 in favour of the #1 seeds, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, against Gutama and Isfahani. And I just sense that the Indonesians have lost a bit of belief. They seem so fired up in the opening game.
Yeah.
They seem just slightly flatter. That'll help lift the spirits. Oh, they're going to challenge this, though, the Danes. And it's a good challenge. That's well wide. Do you see what I mean about the Indonesians?
Yeah. They're walking slower.
Yeah.
Sort of doubting, can it be done?
Body language is not the same as the opening game at all. Which in a way is understandable because they've lost the opening game.
And I think that it was a super important opening game.
Oh my goodness, he should have put that away.
And it's like, when you play the style the Indonesians are playing, you cannot hesitate. You've got to go with the gut feeling and accept that sometimes you're not right, but most of the times you are.
Very, very important few rallies, I think, for the Indonesians.
Yeah.
Could get themselves back in here. Or... more belief will seep away.
And also, can the Danes, can they hold on to the lead? They lost one in the first group match against Go and Isfahani. They lost 4 bronze medal points at the Olympics. But that's what they can't afford, the Indonesians, to sort of give. It's a free point, the way I see it.
Yeah.
Got to keep on working.
Yeah, the Danes are on a march now. And I don't see the Indonesians with the belief.
Well, they're scoring all the Danes' points now. Isfahani and Gutama.
It's been 12 years since the Danish pair were in the men's doubles final. Well, they only need another 3 points, and that wait will be over.
Isfahani, he took a couple of points in a streak in the first game, so that's the what the Indonesians have to hang their hat on. Alert by the Danes.
Well, 12 years ago, it was Bo and Mogensen who were in the final. And 12 years ago, they won the title. It was their 3rd consecutive title.
This is an opportunity for the Indonesians.
Well, it's not a very big opportunity.
Yeah, but I think they can go on a streak now. That's Olympic style. The Danes are not reducing, there it was, reducing the pace in the smashes. Yeah, that's the way to do it. The moment the Danes go static in terms of smash power, they become easy to read.
So it's match point opportunities for the Danes. 7 opportunities to end a 12-year wait for a Danish pair in the men's doubles final. Oh my goodness, hit him in the back. And the Danes indeed are through to the final. Always extravagant celebrations by Anders Rasmussen. Thrilling opening game, 23-21. And from a 1-4 deficit in the second game, they really piled on the pressure, and from the mid-game interval, they looked like the only probable winners. 44 minutes for the victory, and indeed it was a very different match to the match we saw in Kuala Lumpur earlier this year between these two pairs. And I suspect, subconsciously, the Indonesians were pretty happy to have been in the semi-final and having lost that close opening game. And maybe they were no longer believing. 23-21, 21-13, the victory to Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, beating Gutama and Isfahani. So the Danes will play against Gutama and Nur Izzuddin in tomorrow's men's doubles final. 12 years since the Danish pair won. 8 years since a Malaysian pair won the men's doubles. The wait is going to be over for one of them. Well, we've got one more semi-final to come, and it is the second men's singles. It's the European champion against the Asian champion. Anders Antonsen against Jonathan Christie. Welcome back to Hangzhou, the capital of Zhejiang province. And this is the Olympic Sports Centre complex. Just on the right, as we look, is the main stadium. That's in 60,000. Wonderful sporting facilities here in Hangzhou. Of course, they were the host city for the 2022 Asian Games, which actually only happened in 2023. So one more match to come on semi-final Saturday, and it's the second of the men's singles. The European champion against the Asian champion. Anders Antonsen against Jonathan Christie. And in the men's singles discipline, well, it's always nice to see 4 different flags next to the 4 names at semi-final stage. Shi Yuqi is already through to his 3rd final, a 2nd consecutive, by beating Chou Tien-chen of Chinese Taipei in 2 straight games. So who will join the former champion? Shi Yuqi, will it be Anders Antonsen, who himself is a former champion from 4 years ago, or will it be the Asian champion, Jonathan Christie? Anders Antonsen makes his way into the stadium with the young mascot. Jonathan Christie in his third consecutive semi-final at the World Tour finals. In his